Good day to you. I am hitting record exactly at 11:11 Eastern Standard Time here for a completely unscripted impromptu pop-in for the 11:11 Gateway. And you can see that a whole bunch of decks have found their way to this space. We are going to be bringing in the energies of the unicorns, the dragons. We are bringing in New Earth energy. We have a message from the Lightworker Oracle coming through and more. It's going to be who knows what's coming. I have 11 positions here that I want to fill with cards that I'm divinely guided to weave in here with messages that I trust have something in there for you whenever you may come upon them. So I'm going to actually bring Metatron in first with this Master number 11 energy, the Flame Attunement Connection Spray coming in here to guide us. I have some influences that have come forward here from namely my primary teacher, Amanda Ellis, who channels Archangel Metatron, who brought forward all of these beautiful healing energy sprays. And while I haven't tapped into her messages yet, I know that she and others were bringing in a frequency of the violet flame of purple for this 11:11 gateway. So with that, I'm wearing my purple today, and I'm feeling the violet dragon energy along with the higher self and the cosmos for expansion, among others. So I'm going to just kind of bring those in as we go, but I feel that I want to bring in a Metatron message first with that flame attunement energy coming in. So I'm going to bring out my Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle here. This is a deck that I mostly use with my Metatron color healings, and of course, whenever I want to connect in with Metatron for a message, often he brings through metaphors and examples that help us to then, with Archangel Sandalphon, anchor in practical ways to bring it forward embodied, which is such a key word that's coming in this week with the Taurus full moon happening on Friday. So, asking Metatron now for a card to set the tone here at the 11:11 Gateway. As we're connecting in, we invite in our higher selves, all of the angelic realm, ascended masters, guides, loved ones in spirit, to bring forward the highest vibrational, most expansive timeline and messages available to us now. What is coming forward here from Metatron? Yes, the void. Retreat, rest, and pause with card 48. Feeling that energy of, again, tones of purples and indigos, really connecting in with our inner knowing, our intuition, our wise self, as we prepare to step into and through this gateway. So I'll place that at the center. And I am going to bring in now, as I did last night for our collective week ahead messages, I started with a beautiful oracle card pull with the 7th dimension connection spray from the unicorns. We got this beautiful card, Beyond My Mind, I Am Consciousness in Human Form. And this was speaking to this embodiment, this understanding of breaking through mental barriers and limited thinking and being in this entrapment of rumination and expanding beyond that. So we bring through the unicorns, which we know, if you've seen yet our collective week ahead messages, and I'm just letting everything rain down here today. I know as the sun moves and there's a lot of wind outside today, there's some play with the lighting on the altar space here. We ended the week with an Ace of Swords with a baby unicorn, which I really feel is how we are showing up here to this gateway as we prepare to maybe a little shaky as we step, but we are in preparation for this upgrade that we are all moving through collectively. So these are some decks that I've had for some time that I don't bring out often, if ever. I don't know if I've ever pulled collective cards from the Unicorn or the Dragon Oracle, but we are going to tune in now for a Unicorn message. And we'll just build up our cards along the gateway here, and then we'll feel into those messages. Again, this is going to be here for you to take in your time. I have no idea how long it may go, but thank you for being here and for bringing your energy as this message finds you always in divine timing and just what's meant for you. Let's bring forward a message from the unicorns for 7th dimension unity energy. Rainbow. There is a rainbow beyond the clouds. Beautiful. I guess I'll put the unicorn and the dragon here on either side of the gateway. So we've got our unicorn. Let us now bring in the violet dragon energy. And I thought with all this purple and the violet ray coming in, I was going to pull my own color just to see what was coming forward. And I know that a lot of these dragon cards, the dragons are different colors. And so we'll see elements and colors that tend to come through with this dragon oracle. So let's see what we get from the dragons. One card, please. Dragons for the 1111 gateway. Ah, there it is. Okay, so we're in the club. We've got this message too. Gold and silver, violet flame dragon. I love it. We can't make it up. This energy is energy. It doesn't matter who's reading it, who's tapping in, you know, where you follow. We've got the violet flame for sure coming through here with this dragon energy. Transmute the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offer service under grace. So we're getting another reminder here. All right, I got to join the violet club here of bringing in all the purples. Also here is the one that I am bringing in for the full moon in Taurus. Archangel Zadkiel, forgiveness and transmutation. So again, this is an energy that I talked about on our collective week ahead card pulls and this challenge that we are moving through with that Ace of Cups this week. Moving through emotions and really connecting in with this energy of transmutation. So the violet dragon transmutation, bringing in this message from the gold and silver violet flame dragon. Beautiful. Okay. So let's see. We have 8 more cards to pull. So I want to feel into, I pulled in this beautiful Atlantis deck. And it's quite simple. There's no book. It just has, inspired by the ancient civilization of Atlantis, and I'm tapping into this as a new earth vibration. The messages are simply on the other side. So I'm feeling that we need a balance on either side of this gateway. So we're going to pick 2 cards from this deck. Inspired by the messages of Atlantis as we look toward the horizon for the future, new earth, humanity, leveling up, what's coming forward here as we step through this gateway and we bring this into our own lives, into our microcosms, into the ways in which we can influence this shift. What's coming forward here from Atlantis? I'm going to turn it over since there's no real backs to these cards, but we would like 2, please. 2 cards. One for each side of the gateway here. 1. Education, Really feeling this violet vibe. And 2 crystal skulls. Ooh, love that owl there with the wisdom coming through as well. Beautiful. Okay. Now, let's see. We're going to tap in now. We have 2 other decks for sure that I want to pull from. Let's bring over our other sprays. Oh, yeah, Metatron saying we're definitely going to get another one from there. As above, so below. So let's see. I'm going to, yes, we're going to pull from that. We're going to pull 2 cards from the Metatron Self-Mastery again to go with the Void. We're going to do one for each side. As above, so below is Metatron and Sandalphon. Metatron at the crown, Sandalphon at our Earth Star chakra, which is that chakra at the bottom of our feet that connects us into the earth. Again, we want to bring down these wider, more ethereal concepts and anchor them into our lives in practical, real, day-to-day ways that we can bring this forward. Practical magic, simplifying things in a real way. As above, lots of rainbow energy today. Metatron's Rainbow Bridge, always open. Card 27, the rainbow. And so below, Sandalphon. Oh, there it is. Blue, Madonna and Mothering, card 29. I knew we would get an 11 in there. So we bring that into, yes, I'm feeling that being embodied in the energy of the mother. Okay. Now, we are going to connect in with as within, so without. So this is as above, so below. Let's bring them in here. Spray Sandalphon as well. This is the bronze energy. So like I said, bringing that into a real practical and grounded application. We bring those energies in. And we're going to pull so the as above, so below, as within, so without. And we have the higher self energy. And we have the cosmos for expansion. So I'm going to do, as within is going to be this angels of healing and hope. I know that this is a deck that also gives us a song, which is pretty cool. So we'll see what comes forward there. Check out that gold. Flashy, flashy. I love it. Okay, so as within, higher self. And yeah, you know how we like to match around here. This one goes with the higher self. Yeah, we got a color scheme going on here. Angels of Peace. Wow, that is beautiful. Angels of Peace. I'm going to take pictures of all of these cards as well. I know it's difficult to see everything on the grainy quality. Those are just too pretty. Let's put those back in the center. And then we have the Lightworker's Oracle coming in here. And this is a very detailed one from Alana Fairchild. Beautiful cosmic looking cards in here often. So beautiful to come in with the cosmos expand. Beautiful. As within, now so without. Expanding out into the cosmos. A message for our collective tuning in for the 1111 gateway. A message here from the Lightworkers Oracle. Wow. Oh my gosh, we've got double rainbow bridge coming in here. So Metatron sent through the rainbow bridge, and now the Lightworkers Oracle for So Without into the cosmos. Ascension, the rainbow bridge. Beautiful. Wow. Okay. So let's see. We're going to play with the frame here to see what all we can, how many cards can we cram into Marco Polo's frame? We want 2 more. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so let's see. I have pulled from all the decks that I put in front of me here. So what are we feeling? For sure, we're bringing over the rainbow bridge. So I'm going to spray that. The rainbow bridge for gateway and connection. Well, of course. And yes, as we are here in the thinning of the veil at this time to connect in with spirit, but also with higher self, with that aspect of you, your wise self, connecting in to that place of inner knowing, inner standing. Rainbow bridge comes forward. So now let me see which decks are speaking to me right here in my area. I'm going to pick, I'm feeling another Lightworker Oracle card, and then we'll see what comes up from there. Another Lightworkers Oracle message with the rainbow bridge, bringing together the 2 rainbow bridge on either side of the gateway. We have the rainbow bridge coming forward. Let's see. 1 card between the rainbow bridge. Haha, yeah. You know, I don't use this deck often, but multiple times I have seen this card, Unplug from Mass Consciousness. And it's interesting that it begins, we're here at the beginning of this gateway, as I'm envisioning it, sort of this endeavor now here into the void, into what lies on the other end. As we come down here, we have this invitation to unplug from mass consciousness. And again, I remind you that the card that we pulled yesterday for this week, for the 1111 gateway, beyond my mind, I am consciousness in human form. So there is this realignment here, mind, body, spirit, that is bringing us back into center, into our I am consciousness, unplugging from mass consciousness in order to create the new. So why don't we pull one last card from that law of positivism, since it already gave us such a beautiful message for this week. One more card here for us, coming in through the law of positivism. So many beautiful decks coming forward here today with undeniable connections and spiritual breadcrumbs between each. We actually have a triple rainbow because the unicorn card we pulled at the very beginning for unity consciousness, for 7th dimension, was in fact rainbow. And then we pulled double rainbow bridge. So on either side of the gateway. So that's pretty powerful. A law of positivism, please. This is last week's card. This is what we got last week when we tuned in for this month of November. Card 22. Thank you, Sandalphon. I feel safe and grounded. So we were dipping into this message last week. And again, this brings us to the opening of the gateway where the message is unplug from mass consciousness. Come back into center, into your body. safe and grounded, embodied, right? As you then step into and through this portal. So this is a beautiful graduation of energies that are coming forward here for us to walk into and through. So I'm going to leave it here with all these card pulls. I'm going to photograph these cards, put them into my magic maker, and swirl them around and bring forward some messages now for us in this beautiful energy. I'll just take you for a spin around before I do so. Excuse the fingers, I'm taking us off of the holster here. Okay. In my limited space to move, I'm going to slide back. Don't mind the jigglies. You can only imagine how many cards and decks and things are all here. Okay, beautiful little tour around here as we go. So let's take us along the gateway with these beautiful cards, healing energies, and light that are coming in here over our altar space. Thank you again to each of you for your collective energy that contributes to what is coming forward from our higher selves and the angelic realm, and everything that we are creating and co-creating together here on this very auspicious day and time. And again, time is not linear, so whenever you come into these messages is just perfect. Thank you for being here. Let's go see what magic wants to come forward with each of these cards.